Previously on the Kcjf Business Show.
Oh, I'm looking forward to get to tell more people about MoCo on such an incredible platform.
At MoCo, we work on a problem that's important to Kenyan families, which is making sure their homes are comfortable, inviting, and functional places to live.
Would you tweak this into a manufacturing as a service?
That's something that we can look at doing in the future. We actually do already offer some products like into the informal industry.
What are you trying to be? Right? Are you trying to be the IKEA of Africa?
Yeah.
What's going to go some parallels?
Yeah, so I mean, we've used that phrase and we've applied that phrase before. But that's basically it, like being the kind of solution for your average family, like for the mass market that struggles today to invest in furniture, to get something that's good quality, affordable, reliable, consistent.
You still want to focus on household furniture, or you want to expand to other areas?
I think the next step is now expanding to have a full range of the core furniture products that you find in any home.
I think we're just really excited to share our projects. We've been doing a really amazing work empowering entrepreneurs, so we'd love the judges to hear more about it, as well as the audience.
Yeah, and it's been really great to also just meet all the other contestants and hear about the amazing work that they're doing and explore different ways that we can potentially partner in the future.
32% of MSMEs in Kenya are reporting that they have inadequate production capacity.
In 1 year, we want to incubate at least up to 500 businesses, and this will help us create 5,800 jobs.
Tengeneza is a shared production facility where entrepreneurs are able to access the machinery they need to produce their products while significantly reducing on their operating costs.
You're de-risking businesses. There's an upside when these businesses succeed. And therefore, maybe, I don't know whether you've actually thought about some sort of risk-based pricing that allows you to participate in the future successes of these businesses.
We take a future equity stake of 5 to 10% in the business. That's if they're going through our channels of going through our training and then qualifying to receiving capital from there.
We have a pricing model on pay-per-use, but then we also will cap it so that you don't have a business that is really grown, but is taking advantage of probably the facilities that we're offering and the low cost.
I think I'm looking forward to meeting the judges, to seeing the questions the judges have in store, ready for some difficult questions so we can get into the model and get into what matters.
What are you looking forward to? For me, I'm looking forward once more to the judges and the presentation itself and the thrill behind, doing this pitch and hopefully winning, and so that we can scale our business more.
There are 10 million vulnerable youth in Kenya, and all of them are capable of being employed in the data labeling sector. Data labeling is the human labor required to train artificial intelligence algorithms. Data labeling is the biggest bottleneck to the machine learning sector, which is growing at a 45% CAGR, and so data labeling is set to explode and reach $1 billion market by 2023. We partner with CBOs with strong community roots. The CBOs commit their idle spaces to become our cloud lab, where workers can go on foot to commute to complete work for international clients.
What is your competitive advantage? And also, what do you imagine the kind of risk from maybe other countries? What do they pose?
So the competitive advantage is essentially that because we understand the market very well, we're able to access a perfectly matched workforce in Kenya for this type of work.
Tell me a bit more about your clients.
You have two types of clients there. There's direct-to-client, and then there's Scale AI is a market leader in the space, and they have a platform to automate a bit of QA.
My expectations is that I'll come up on top from the pitch, and I want to reach Kenyans. We have got good news for Kenyans. We are saving them money, increasing their incomes, and creating jobs. And the most important thing is that we get to Kenyans to know about our product, which is sugar beet, tropicalized sugar beet. 15 years ago, I engaged one of the world's biggest sugar beet breeders to breed to tropicalized sugar beet that will grow in Kenya, that we can use as an alternative to dairy milk for cattle, for livestock and other things. It increases the milk yield by 44% immediately.
You developed the seed. Are you the only sort of holder of the license to sell this seed?
Yes, we have a materials transfer agreement with the breeder because he is only breeding that seed for us. That seed will not work in Europe.
My understanding is that when you grow this thing, the sugar beet, that there is a process of extraction, and it's actually the pulp that the animals feed on. So I wanted to understand what would be the cost of that extraction.
In Britain,
yeah,
they extract the sugar, they sell the cows the pulp. My plan was to extract the sugar in Kenya and sell the cow's pulp. In New Zealand, even Britain and Scotland and Wales and Australia, they use sugar beet as a feed of choice for energy. When they lock in the cows in winter.
I'm really looking forward most to being able to present my company and talk to the judges about how we're really revolutionizing the dairy sector here in East Africa.
Great. And anything else you're looking forward to?
Mostly we're trying to, try and see if we're eligible for the funding and seeing if we can get some of this funding that's been made available by the UK government. Quality milk is unaffordable, meaning that low-income people have to resort to low-quality milk from the informal sector because the high-quality milk from the formal sector is out of financial reach for them. Zaidi's solution is to remove all of the middlemen and digitize the collection process from the smallholder farmers and the selling process to the consumers. This allows us to control the quality from the farm gate all the way to the consumer, at the same time as unlocking new margins that have not been seen in this sector at scale, and improving the operations and logistics at the same time.
So the CapEx as the moat, right? So the CapEx of this machine with the ATM seems to be a moat as well as the mobile app. So who do you see in your competitors coming for your space in the long term? Is it the informal who will then build through those CapEx measures for refrigeration? Or will it be the big milk players who want to come down on price?
Our goal is actually to help the formal market to figure out a way to move into this space along with us. And so we really want to use Zaidi as a demonstration and show them that there's a better way to do business here.
What's the sort of CapEx required around the cold chain of keeping everything cool from the farmer, through the processing to your ATMs at the various locations?
Yeah, and so one of the big CapEx expenditures is the trucks, right? The logistics of moving milk is delicate, and so trying to get it as cold as possible, as quick as possible, collecting from the farmers. And so we've established collection centers where the farmers bring their milk, and then we actually chill it right into the cooler, into the tanker truck.
It's a great feeling to be here. We're obviously hoping to make a big impact and create many jobs by winning this competition.
In the mid-1980s, the cotton sector was booming. At one point, it employed 30% of our workforce. Currently, I am running this business with the same passion and vision, but we are facing a big challenge. Our cotton production currently is 3% of where we were at its peak. So this is a big pity because the supply is not keeping up with the demand, and there is a big opportunity to create jobs along this value chain. We want to bring in a hybrid seed technology which is more drought resistant, combined with the micro irrigation grid, and combine that with the farm technology.
What does that mean by bringing in that new species? Is that dangerous for the indigenous species of the cotton? Are there any new pests or any other side effects?
No, because it's a hybrid seed, so it's not a drastically different technology. The problem with our current seed is that we've used it and recycled it for over 30 years now.
You could make a lot of money from just selling this to other people and being the owner of the royalties of all the crops that come from that. Is that something you guys have considered?
For the seed technology?
Yeah.
No. Our primarily main intention is to strengthen the value chain.
I just hope the judges like what we're doing and feel that will create an empowerment impact on jobs and on our revenue levels.
Kenya has one of the best teas in the world, being the third largest producer, but fails global recognition. Why is this so? A lot of our tea goes through auctions and private companies in bulk form. Our solution to this dilemma is creating luxury products with pure Kenyan tea, showing the emphasis on where the origin is from, and producing biodegradable cotton tea bags to allow the loose leaf infuse better. We offer white labeling services for corporates and hotels and the likes.
I wanted to know, though, if you could run us through your unit economics. I'm wondering what your gross margins are.
So our gross margins on the local market is 56% and on export is 45%.
On understanding the two different markets, how wide you want to go starting in Kenya, because it did seem like an expensive product to make, versus the white labeling approach in the UAE and everywhere else.
In that market, already between April and now, they've already consumed the 200 kilos of white tea that he took. And white tea trades at $75 a kilo. So by the time we're exporting, that's like a $12,000 order. Yeah.
And the cost?
The value of the content is not that expensive, but if I was to retail that product on the shelves, like a masala chai is retailing at 400 shillings. At the moment, our principal supply chain is from 4 factories, and given the demand, we would have to work with other factories.
I'm here to represent Twiva, which is an influencer marketing platform, and we give businesses access to market. I'm here to win, but of course also to network with other contestants and get to see what they're doing for the ecosystem. Even though MSMEs today in Kenya form up to 80% of the economy and employ up to 70% of our population, one of the main challenges they continue to face is access to effective, affordable, and digital access to market. So, but what is the solution that I'm proposing? This is an influencer-driven social commerce platform, and we help MSMEs push product through social media influencers. And these are the faces and the priest of social media, and they know how to navigate the social media space more than anyone else on the space. But why influencers? 63% of users trust influencers for recommendation that they would trust an MSME. And 49% of people rely on recommendation from influencers, whether be it on YouTube, before they can make a purchase.
How do you match the influencer and the SME?
So we are working with one of our partners in Toronto, Canada, CDL, Constructive Destructive Lab. And what we are doing is to actually create algorithms such that we do social listening part, which is to scan your account as an influencer, and we know better than you do that you are likely to sell this particular product. So we recommend that you should take this product and list it, as well as giving that power to the influencers since they understand their audience better than we do.
My expectation for this project is to find a way of passing information to the general public to understand that e-waste is dangerous and e-waste is supposed to be managed for our safe environment.
And my expectations from this is to partner with Kcjf such that we're able to empower people out there to be able to help us in managing e-waste in a safe manner. Thank you.
It is estimated that Kenya generates 51.3 metric tons of e-waste every year. This is according to e-waste Monitor 2020 and data for 2019. And only 1% of this e-waste is recycled formally. The remaining 99% is not properly recycled and thrown to dump sites and other areas, causing water pollution, soil pollution, and air pollution, and ultimately human beings, of course, due to the toxicity in electronic waste.
Our business model is basically just around collection of the e-waste, disposal of the same, and creating recycling for it, as well as selling the fractions that we have from there.
We have so far managed to collect and process over 10,000 tons of e-waste. This translates to 14,400 tons of CO2 avoided.
On the safety of your collectors, so how do you monitor that, because it's quite hazardous material?
We have PPEs that we supply when we are training people, and before they get to the field for e-waste collection, you are trained on what to pick and how to protect yourself when you're picking them.
What is stopping them from growing this business, i.e. e-waste? So say, for example, other recycling firms, maybe that do plastics, papers, metals.
What we're doing as an organization is to stay ahead of the rest. Competition is there, competition will always come.
My expectation for this show is to grow
understand what scaling up a business really means, and we're really excited to be part of this journey.
Sure.
Mr. B, the honey badger is known to be the most ferocious small animal known. It is recognized by the Guinness Book of Records as the most courageous small animal. And behold, our innovative jungle concrete hive that is not only badger proof, but it is also fire treatable. A recent scenario where our hive was infested by varroa mites in our Shimoni apiary, we simply fire treated the hive, and as a result we were able to reuse it. So we have hive conservation.
We have identified a unique group of Kenyans. They own 10, 30, 50, 100 acres, which is doing nothing. So we are approaching them, and they are happily taking our idea to have our concrete jungle hive because they have found a profitable use of their idle land.
What's the protection on this? Like, do you guys have IP, or is it just a mold that you own, or can anybody make a concrete, Mr. B?
Oh, thank you very much. The IP for our concrete hive molds is registered internationally with our international partner, whom we've been doing some research from way back from 2015.
You want to get into franchising? Yes. So I've been asking myself, what are you franchising? Are you franchising the production of honey? Are you franchising the mold? I mean, what exactly are you franchising in this case?
It's a very complicated process to come up with a mold to make this, and a very expensive process. And so what we are franchising is the technology.
Is there any training required on how to set this up, how to harvest from it, and how are you going to sort of, ensure that you can reach potential customers and then train them on the new methods?
Our model apiary in Shimoni, Kwale, is going to be a showcase. So we are going to set up, training sites for those who wish to come and see the entire process from start to finish.
How was it?
It was really good. The judges gave really good feedback. I think we enjoyed ourselves just presenting the idea. Yeah, and we're proud of ourselves.
Do you think you'll bag it?
Yeah, 100%, obviously.
All the best. Okay. You guys look excited. How was it?
It was good. Got some good questions, just getting right into it. Why Kenya? Why build this product for Kenya? And I think we answered well, and I think this would be a good thing.
All right.
Yeah.
What did you think of the judges?
Oh, they had nice questions. They really looked really interested in getting to know what we are doing, and we are really happy that it also excited the judges, our ideas. Yeah.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How was it?
Just cool. You tell your story, and it's a true story, and everything falls in place.
Yeah. How are the judges?
They're good. Yes.
Everything. Do you think you'll win?
It's either yes or no. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's an opportunity. Yes.
Wish you the very best. So how was it?
Oh, it was amazing. I loved it. It was really fun. It was a great time. The judges had really good questions. I really enjoyed talking to them. It was a lot of fun.
What's your gut feeling?
My gut is that we nailed it. We got it. Right. No questions asked.
Right.
No questions. Yeah, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
How are you feeling? Do you feel you convinced the judges? Do you think you'll bag the prize?
Well, I tried my best, and I'm hoping for the best.
Thank you so much.
The experience was amazing, learning a lot and exploring my brand more than I even knew. So it's a great experience. Yeah.
What's your gut feeling? Do you think you'll bag the prize?
I think so. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Wishing you all the best. All right. So just tell us, how was the experience with the judges? Are you confident that you'll be taking the prize?
Yes, I am confident. Of course, I'm here to compete, but it's also an opportunity for us to tell the Twiva story and to activate value through partnering and doing collaboration with other contestants. But I'm positive that we stand a chance equally to the other folks, but we have no problem with folks who are doing better than us being the winners of today. But we are staying very positive and we are here to win.
How was the experience? How are the judges? How did you feel?
I think the judges are selected in such a manner that they represent the spaces we operate in, so they are very sharp, which is a good thing. And I believe they have the capacity to make the right decision in terms of equipping the right businesses to move forward. Thank you very much.
We just want to get, how was the experience? How did it feel? Were the judges convinced? What do you think?
The judges were totally sold out. We are very excited. They tested our honey from our concrete hive, and we think, the world is our stage right now.
Anything to add?
Lovely. We give it our best. I held up nothing, and we are glad we are giving the world the best in terms of the concrete type, which is a unique solution. And so, yes, even after winning the checks, we are already winners because we are doing something which no Kenyan has done before. And so we are very proud about that, to have helped solve some serious beekeeping problems that are being solved for the first time in Kenya.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the penultimate stage of the competition. It is now time to know our winners. But before that, I'll hand it over to the Kcjf team lead, that is Mr. Ronnie Osumba. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Abby Agina. We have been going through this journey for the last 4 months. It's been an exciting journey to just see the amount of work that all the entrepreneurs here have put in to come to this stage. And we want to really, really appreciate them. They all put their best foot forward. It has been a fantastic day today. I mean, just watching them pitch with the passion that they have and the promise that their businesses have. The judges have had a hard time, I can tell you that. And I will now invite the chief judge, Noni Wanjia Babbage, who is herself an entrepreneur, currently a CEO of a startup, a food tech startup called TriFoods. She has been in the private investment space for a while. She has been vice president of a large equity investment firm on the continent, and she is here to present to us the winners for this year's competition. Noni.
Thank you. First of all, huge congratulations to all of you. You should be proud of yourselves for how far you've come. It's been an honor to listen to your business pitches. You've all got incredibly compelling and innovative businesses, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the winners shortly. I think our piece of advice, having listened to all 10 of you today, would be to really focus. I think your problem is very clear, but to really focus on your solutions that you're providing and really push the one that has the biggest potential for traction and revenue. So I'm excited to announce our winners in alphabetical order. First of all, congratulations to Africa AI Lab.
Well done.
The second winner, again in alphabetical order, is Brand Discovery Limited. Our third winner, congratulations to Moko Home. Our fourth winner, congratulations to Twiva Social Commerce Platform. And our final winner, congratulations to We Center.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Julius Court, the UK's Deputy High Commissioner to Kenya, and it's been a real privilege to be part of this process. I want to start by congratulating each and every one of the finalists. There were 500 applicants for this round, from Turkana to Taita Taveta, from Kilifi to Kisumu. It's been an incredible process, and you should all feel exceptionally proud that you got to that final stage. So congratulations to each and every one of the finalists. Of course, particular congratulations to the 5 winners. It's a really important thing. I want to thank the judges. Thank you all, Chief Judge, judges, congratulations, thank you. Thank you to our judges. As you'll have seen, the deliberations were really, really difficult. I mean, these were such close bids and pitches and absolutely brilliant businesses. And it was really, really difficult for the judges to come to that final conclusion. So thank you again to the judges. I want to thank Standard Group, our partners in this. It's fantastic to work with you again. And one of the key things that we want to get out of this program, it's not just about the investments into the firms. It's not just about the jobs that we create. That's really important for all our winners. But actually it's that sense of inspiration that each of these businesses bring. That's what we really want. We want you to go and inspire lots more businesses. And that's why it helps to have a partner like Standard Group, that they can get that story out, they can get that news out, and lots of other entrepreneurs can then build on the success. So again, thank you everyone for all your involvement. Each and every person, thank you, and back to you.
Well, this has been the Kcjf Business Competition, and we do look forward to hosting it another time. Until next time, bye-bye for now.
Oh, wow. We feel very excited. Yes, it's really an honor to have won. And what's next is now to get to work and put the investment to good use and grow our business.
We're absolutely excited about this. It is a very good opportunity that we have gotten today, and we look forward to now implementing the solution that we have presented to the judges. A very big thank you to the judges for seeing it worthy that we take on this project.
It is a statement to the general population, policymakers, and other organizations to understand that e-waste is a big issue in this country. We consume more of electronic devices, we generate more of electronic waste. And if you don't manage this properly, we are going to pollute our environment. We are going to get very funny diseases coming out of toxicity.
Well, I guess the work starts now, but we have the right team to execute, so it's to actually make sure that we execute on our strategy to create jobs.
I'm feeling really good. Hard work has paid off. We're looking forward to growing the brand, the company, taking it to export markets. With the help of the Kcjf team, the training, the coaching is really making a big difference for us.
I'm feeling quite good, quite excited. I think we've been working hard this year, so it's really nice to see that coming through. And in terms of what's next, I'd say a lot of hard work.
I'm just imagining the impact that this money will make to the youth in Kenya, the underprivileged. That's what really is actually next online.